Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TJR Auto channel. My name is Tyler, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a couple little buttoning up things on the GTO. So if you guys have been following the series or following the channel for however long, you would know we have done a lot of work to this car. But, of course, as I always say, there's always more to be done. So a couple things that I do want to address today would be the side skirts. I finally got my trim screws in so we can put the side skirts on with their door seals. So that'll be nice because the car, it's ratchet looking either way, but the side skirts will complete it that little bit more. We have the VIN tag for the core support, and again, just a couple buttoning up odds and ends here and there, and yeah, just make it look more like a GTO, even though now it's a straight GTO, which I just love being able to say that. You know, I'm gonna say that till I die because it's just so good, so good. But let's get into it. So for those who don't know, the GTOs have the normal VIN tag on the dashboard that you see through the windshield, but they also have a little VIN tag that goes somewhere up here. I think it's right there, maybe. That looks about right. So we have two. We have one from the black donor car, and then we have the original yellow car's VIN plate tag thing. So I'll take a picture of these side by side so you guys can see what I'm looking at right now. Interestingly enough, the model numbers are identical, but the yellow car has an extended model number with 3 extra digits, which is 3PO. Don't know what that means. I'm going to look it up because I think that's kind of interesting. The body numbers, which is technically the VIN, they are identically the same except for the last 5 numbers. The black car ends in 23, 40, 70, and the yellow car ends in 20, 16, 66. So I think it is kind of funny that the yellow car has the last 3 of the VIN are 666. I think it's kind of funny. You know, she's the devil. Ooh, you know, kind of funny. But the trim's the same. Obviously, the paint's different. You know, yellow jacket versus the black. The AC, whatever that means, that's the same. Suspension's the same. The axle's the same. The build dates, I think, is kind of funny. The yellow car was built in November of 2003, and the black car was built in February 04. So technically, I could say I have an 03 GTO, but you know how many purists that would piss off? This whole thing pissed purists off, but I think that's kind of funny. And then the engines, both are LS1 cars, and the transmissions kind of throws me for a whoozy what's it, because both tags have the same thing. But the black car was an auto, at least when I got the front half of it, the car was an auto, and the yellow car was a factory stick car. So there's two things here that make me think that that black car was a stick and was converted to an auto. First things first is the VIN tags. For whatever reason, they're both listed as an M12, which is the 6-speed T56. But another thing I noticed the other day when I was pulling a couple other pieces off the black car and starting to cut it up and get it ready to be scrapped was the gas and brake pedal are identical to a manual's gas and brake pedal. The gas pedal, understandable, gas pedal is a gas pedal. But usually, for those who know, or I would think, in any of these scenarios, I've always seen that an automatic has a wider brake pedal than a manual. Manuals usually have a skinny clutch pedal, a skinny brake pedal, and then the skinny gas pedal. The black car doesn't have a clutch pedal, it's an auto, but it has the same exact brake pedal as my manual car. So I want to do a little bit of research into that and see maybe that black car was a stick car after all and it got converted to an auto. Something to also keep in mind for you people, which I think I've said it before, but I don't remember if I have, it's been a while. That black car was actually owned by a gentleman who was handicapped. So the car was actually set up with hand lever controls for gas and brake. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, if it was originally a stick, converted to auto because of that reason, or if they had to change out the pedal for some reason to accommodate for the hand levers. I don't know. But either way, I think that's kind of funny and kind of cool. But this yellow car VIN tag plate thing, like I said, goes right around yonder. In my opinion, it kind of completes her just that little bit more. But I want to clean this thing up a little bit, maybe throw a little bit of polish on it before I rivet it into its final resting place. Another thing too that kind of sucks, but it's kind of funny, is it has a crease right down the center of it. And for those who remember, that is where my bungee cord was that held these broken headlights in for the longest time. And instead now they have zip ties and self-tapping screws holding them in. So we're moving up in the world. We're getting places, but let's get this thing cleaned up and throw it in. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to wrap up today's video. I know it wasn't the most entertaining. We really didn't get much done, but I'm waiting on parts. That's all I can say. You know, it's eh, I hate waiting for parts, but we're waiting for parts. Should be getting some cool stuff going on pretty soon. I know I might be a little oversaturated with GTO content, but obviously she has been, you know, my I can't think of the word, but I'll put it on the screen if I remember. My magnum opus. This car has been my magnum opus. I think that's the word. I'll look that up and confirm it. But obviously, we've been putting a lot of work into this car, and thankfully, she's back to being a daily driver, which is just crazy to say because within the past couple months, that thing had no front end, it had no suspension, it had nothing. So it's honestly pretty awesome how far that car has come. I know I say it all the time, but I want to give a big thanks to everybody that helped me with this car, and a very big thanks to all of you guys for watching it and supporting me so much through this build series. It really kept me motivated to keep pushing content out and keep getting the car moving. So this wouldn't have been possible with without any of my friends, without any of you guys. So to everybody watching, thank you guys so much for all of the support. So with that being said, I hope you guys liked today's video. You know, got to have a little bit of fun, and that was the first time I have popped the clutch on this car since we have rebuilt it. So it was pretty scary, but it went well. So I can't really complain there. But yeah, so more content on this thing soon. Okay. All right, that was actually really clean. I could respect that. For those who don't know, I have a 94 XJ Cherokee Sport Jeep. It's a 4.0 auto. This thing's pretty sturdy. I got it for free. So if anybody wants to see anything on the Jeep, let me know down in the comments below, because that's definitely a change up from our usual GTO or Marquee content. And for anybody who's wondering where the Marquee is, this is where she's been sitting, hiding the black GTO behind her. But I definitely want to make some content on this thing too, very, very soon, doing some buttoning up things and just a lot of love and neglect that this car is, you know, it has had a lot of neglect and it needs a lot of love. That's what I was looking for. So we'll have some 5-speed Grand Marquis content coming up soon. Again, if you guys want to see some XJ content, I don't really know what we'll do, but this thing needs a full maintenance. It needs all the bushings. It just needs to be gone over completely. So, and I can give you guys the backstory on that little thing if you guys want as well. But yeah, so we will be changing some stuff up soon on the channel. But as I said, I am just super stoked with where the GTO is at. I've been daily driving it. I've been giving her some love and some, you know, a little bit of aggressive driving to see if I can break anything, which I don't want to break anything, but with a car like this where I'm trusting to daily drive and put a couple hours of driving time on it at a clip, I need to know that this thing is stout. So she looks really, really good. For whatever reason, the black and yellow is kind of growing on me. I don't know if you guys agree. Let me know down in the comments below. But we got the black skirt, the black fender, the black bumper, and again, the headlights, you know, the headlight restoration and rebuild, along with the fog light build, because I got to restore some fog lights for this thing. That will be its own video. We got to fix the bumper, fix the bottom grille for the bumper, throw some side markers in it. She needs a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video or you enjoy any of the content on the channel, make sure to be subscribed and make sure to drop a like on this video, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm beyond happy and I'm just so proud of myself, and I'm proud of all you guys, and I'm proud of all my friends. And it's just crazy what like a small community can accomplish. And you guys didn't even throw a hand turning a wrench, but you guys were so motivational and so supportive. It was more than you guys turning a wrench, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that didn't sound too corny, but I truly do mean it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to do all the things I've already said 10 times over. And truly, I love all of you. Thank you guys so much for all the support you give. And make sure to stay tuned for next week's episode. Hopefully we do something cool. And I actually have some parts and some stuff like that, you know? So catch you later.